Hey, Shalom everyone. I just want to start this audio lesson off by saying thank you. Thank you to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, for opening our eyes so that we may see, and opening up our ears that we may hear the gospel and the good news, and to be able to understand. So, with that said, I just want to also just give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I want to give it up for the elders and apostles of GMS for bringing the 100% truth. I'm not a part of GMS, but, I learned from them. I consider them my elders. And I know that they're the apostles. So let's start this lesson off. I want to deem this audio lesson called "They Cast Sins Upon Us." Okay, and we're just gonna go ahead and jump on in there. It's gonna be a little. Well, it is what it is. It's either short or long, but so we're gonna read from the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 1 through 3. It says, "Give ear to my prayer, O Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Attend unto me, and hear me. I mourn in my complaint, and make noise because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked. For they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me." Now we talk about, of course, the enemy, all of our enemies, because they cast sin upon the children of Israel, and they hate us. And I want to back that verse up with one that we all know, Psalms 83. "Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee." Now all these other nations, and verse 6 tells you who they are: Edom, the Ishmaelites, Moab, and the Hagarenes. The Ammon, Jubal, Amalek, and the Philistines, and the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also joined with them. They have humbled the children of Lot, Selah. And they got our people. The ones, they got. The Lord said that, if it were possible, they'd deceive the very elect. And that's why we give thanks and homage to the Almighty for opening up our eyes and choosing us, that we may be able to see, so we can go out on the highways and byways and spread the word, and hopefully, get the rest of the elect sealed up. Because they got their people out here, man. They had us out there, deceived us, had most of us running up in these churches, worshiping false gods and false idols. Now still, just like Psalms 55. Let's read that one more time. "Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not thyself from my supplication." Because the supplication is our prayer, our outcry to help us. You know what I'm saying? To show us the truth and the light. "Attend unto me, and hear me. I mourn in my complaint and make noise, because we know these things are not right. You know, our soul cried out even before we had the truth that something was going on. I was a conspiracy theorist myself. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to pick apart everything. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. It says, because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked. For they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate us. They hate us. I just heard about another little news clipping about some middle kids that went to the High Museum of Art, and they were discriminated against in this day and age. You know, of course, we know that these things are going to go on because they hate us. That's another example of them hating us. Talking about the kids couldn't bring no watermelon in there, making black jokes on them, you know. And then of course the security guards follow them around to every exhibit, like they're gonna knock or damage something, or there's some damn hoodlums or something up in there. They're in there with their school teacher on a field trip, trying to just be an American. But see, that's the catch. Because for they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. So it's like, it's sinful to even nowadays to not know that you're an Israelite, and continue to consider yourself a part of this wicked place. You know, and that's the downfall of our people right there. Because no matter how many times we're going to tell them, hey man, y'all are the Israelites, they don't want to accept that. They're still holding fast to this American dream. What's the Lord say? Because they love oppression, and they trust in that man instead of trusting in the Lord. Okay? And then of course, we know they cast these sins upon us by keeping these liquor stores in our neighborhoods, selling legal guns and stuff in our neighborhoods, drugs in our neighborhoods. They're selling pork in our neighborhood all over the place. Pants for the women, tight ass pants, to make them into whores. They continue in these schools and all over the place, promoting all these pagan holidays all over the damn place. They're casting sins upon us, man. They're keeping us in there. Now let's keep on going. Let's jump over to the Apocrypha and read this one here in the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 20. There we go. Okay. Now this is the book of, in the Apocrypha, Judith, chapter 5, verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. That's right, because these nations were afraid, man. The children of Israel didn't play that back in the day. You know, and the way the Lord wrote this strip out is, it is. I want to put this on the record. I want to put this out there. It is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen, or to know, to be able to live in this truth. You know, and because we're witnessing miracles, as a matter of fact, you know, to be, you know, just to be living in the truth and to know the truth, and then look around at all of your brothers and sisters that are absolutely blind to the truth, or cannot even receive it. They just reject it. I mean, it's jaw-dropping if you think about it in their terms, man. And just the mercy that the Lord has bestowed upon us, and the gift that He has bestowed upon us, to see that with our own eyes, I have seen the Lord do miracles in my life. I have. And this is just one more of them. Man, let's read this one more time. So, Judith chapter 5, verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. Because it's a beautiful thing, because the Lord even says, after all these things, that they must come to pass. But then he said, in the end, he will yet choose Israel. You know what I'm saying? But all these things has to happen. This drama has to build up in such a way. Let's get some more of this. Let's go to 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 41. Okay. Now, this is 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Sounds familiar, right? Sounds like the great melting pot of America. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath. Wow, man. I can't believe that our forefathers, well, yes you can, because they're still doing it to this day. They would just turn their back on the one, the creator of the universe, my man. Wow, man. No wonder the Lord said, I have a remnant saved up, stashed over there. Because these stiff-necked people gonna just disrespect the Lord like that? Come on, man. What y'all got to live for, man? Okay, this is verse 44. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary of the holy people. Wow, pollute the sanctuary of the holy people. See, we was a holy people, and everybody knew it, man. And then, based on that, what we just read in Judith, they knew how to get us under that place. And once they got us there, just keep these people down, boy. Just like now. Just like Psalms 83. They make a tumult. Set up altars and groves. This is verse 47. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beast. What were we just talking about? This pig all over the place. Chitlins, pork chop. These so-called Christians, just living all around us every weekend or almost every other day. Cooking up some bacon, cooking up sausage. You can just smell it in the air, man. Tell them the laws and statutes of the Lord. Yeah. Just like it's just another fairy tale out there. They could care less about doing what's right. I mean, man, you could tell these people and that's another one right there. You could just tell them, listen, I understand that you're a Christian and all this stuff, you're in the church, but the words of the Bible are not the words that's not what you guys are practicing in your church. And these people will still continue going to church. Traditions of men, they're just totally blind, man. That is a miracle in itself, that we can see these things. Okay, where are we now? We're going to move over to Psalms chapter 78. Okay? We're going to read verse 1 through 9. 78. This is Psalms chapter 78, verse 1. Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ear to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from our children, showing to the generations to come the praises of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, and his strength and his wonderful works that he has done. That's right. That's why up until this day, everybody, every child have known about the Lord. What he did to the children of Israel, about the law, statutes, commandments, about the 10 commandments. It is a big thing. How he destroyed all the Egyptians with the Red Sea. You know what I'm saying? The days of Noah, flooding the earth. Every kid doesn't know about that. For he established a testimony in Jacob, and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children. And that is true. So therefore, when the children grow old, they're still going to know about these things, no matter how bad they are, no matter how wicked these children are, they should still have heard about the parting of the Red Sea, children of Israel, the 10 commandments, of Noah, the flood, that the generations to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children. That was verse 6. Now at verse 7. That they might set their hope in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, and not forget the works of Yahweh, but keep his commandments, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Exactly. So these sayings, and the stories of the flood, stories of the 10 commandments and everything, should go from generation to generation. So each generation had their time to turn back from their wicked ways. You know what I'm saying? This is verse 9. The children of Ephraim being armed. I think we're going to carry, we're going to stop there at the verse 8. But if you keep on reading, man, it gets a little deep. But that's the gist of it. The Lord's made sure that these words are in the hearts and minds of the people. You know what I'm saying? So they'll know, hey, the Lord gave Israel the laws, statutes, and commandments, and everybody's supposed to be following them. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. So that when the day might come, that they will hear that they are actually the children of Israel, it should mean even much more to them. And that's when they should turn wholeheartedly, and knowing that this thing is deeper and bigger, than we ever could imagine. To know that the creator of the universe feels this way about us, and this is why we've been oppressed and beat down, been thrown in captivity all these years, shot in the back nowadays, no respect these days. But this is our hope and our salvation coming for us. You know what I'm saying? It should give you more of a boost to turn away from this wicked ways, and to know that, hey man, this good. You know what? This is better than what we ever imagined. There is salvation for us. That's why it's beautiful. But let's go over to Jeremiah real quick. We're gonna go to Jeremiah. Hold on. That's Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 21, okay? Jeremiah 6 and 21. Therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people, and the fathers and the sons together shall fall upon them. The neighbor and his friends shall perish. Thus said the Lord, behold, a people cometh from the north country, and a great nation shall be rise from the sides of the earth. They shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel and have no mercy. Their voice roars like the sea, and they ride upon horses, set in array as men for war against thee, O daughter of Zion. Now the main thing right here is the stumbling blocks. In Jeremiah 6:21, therefore thus said the Lord, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people, because these people have had the chance. You know what I'm saying? To turn back to the ways of the forefathers. Because they heard the stories. They were written. They were in their hearts. They heard the stories about the Ten Commandments, about the children of Israel. If they pick up the Bible, all they do is put one and one together, one and two together, to realize, hey, something's wrong. Okay. With the children of Israel. Now, some of them got stumbling blocks, some of them don't. But then you got to take heed. Let's move over to 2nd Ezra. Okay? 2nd Ezra, chapter 14. Oh no. Okay. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 14. 14 and 6. It says, these words shalt thou declare, and these shalt not hide. And now I say unto thee, that thou lay up in the heart the signs that I have shown, and the dreams that thou hast seen, and the interpretations which thou hast heard. For thou shalt be taken away from all, and from henceforth thou shalt remain with my son, and with such as be like thee, until the times be ended. For the world has lost his youth, and the times being to wax old. For the world is divided into 12 parts, and the 10th part of it are gone already, and half of a 10th part. And there remaineth that which is after the half of the 10th part. Now therefore set thine house in order, and reprove thy people, comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. That's the main part of it right there. Because, and there remaineth that which is after and a half of the 10th part. Now therefore set thine house in order, and reprove thy people, and comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. That's right. You want to turn more from the fleshly to more of the spiritual, and renounce this corruptible thing, man. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. That's right, you got to get stronger. You got to put more trust in the Father, in the Creator, man. And don't worry about this world so much, this fleshly thing so much. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. And haste thee to flee from these times. That's right. Set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, because you got to come to the realization that the Lord is in control of everything. So therefore, don't worry about it, man. Just keep doing what you do. Try to continue to be better, get better in the truth. Continue to learn more about the ways of the Lord and what He wants you to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, it's a race, man. Brothers and sisters, just get your house in order. Okay? Let's, where we at? This is verse 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. For the truth is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand. For now hasten the vision to come which thou hast seen. Because, for truth is fled away, man. Nobody don't want to hear the truth no more. They just set in their ways, man. We're gonna keep in 2nd Ezra, but we're gonna jump over to 15, and we all know about 15. Starting at verse 1, just gonna read down to 11 real quick. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord. See, because these things are already set up. It's already done. It just has to be fulfilled. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. They are faithful and true, which means they are done. And it's a true thing. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. That's right, man, because these people, let them speak. Because you got the truth in you. You have the truth, man. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. That's why we be pleading to the people to try to get it, to try to turn with all your heart and with all your soul, to beg the Lord to open their eyes. That's what we be pleading with them people for, man. For all the unfaithful should die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Their hurtful works are fulfilled. So there's one more thing that's fulfilled, because how much farther can they go, man? Well, the Lord did say he had to cut the time short, because they're going for broke, boy. They're going for blood. Therefore, said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. That's right. That's why he put the brothers, the saints on the scene. The saints on the scene. The oracles of the Lord are on the scene, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, said the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, because they won't turn from the wicked. They won't turn. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. That was it. Now we're gonna wrap this thing up with Psalms 58 and 9. Okay. This is Book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 9. Before your pots can feel the thorns, he shall take them away as with a whirlwind, both living and in his wrath. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, verily there is a reward for the righteous. Verily he is Yahweh Shai, that judgeth in the earth. That's what I'm talking about. See, it's a happy ending. It's a happy ending. It's so happy. Let's read them last two verses again. So this is Psalm 58, verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, verily there is a reward for the righteous. Verily he is Yahweh Shai, that judgeth in the earth. Okay, brothers. Now that was like a pep talk, man. just to keep it going and do the work, do the will of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And the spirit was a little low with me this week. Went through a little trials and tribulations this week, definitely. And but man, thanks to you brothers, I'm still holding on. Okay, he that endured to the end, you know what they say. Alright, y'all, with that, we're just going to close it out by saying all praises due to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, peace be all unto all y'all, and give it up to GMS one more time. Thank y'all, elders and apostles of Great Millstone, all you other brothers around the world, bringing out this gospel. Until next time, Shalom.